Anticipated 50% increase in defense contracts across aerospace, cybersecurity, and telecommunications sectors by Q1 2027. Summary: the defense industry is poised for a significant transformation with an anticipated 50% increase in defense contracts across the aerospace, cybersecurity, and telecommunications sectors by Q1 2027. This growth is largely driven by escalating geopolitical tensions, particularly in response to global competition with Russia and China. A recent Deloitte report outlines key trends fueling this expansion, highlighting the strategic shifts in defense spending, technological advancements, workforce challenges, supply chain resilience, and evolving market dynamics. 1. Defense spending surge. Global defense expenditures skyrocketed to over $2.4 trillion in 2023, reflecting heightened military engagement across 59 countries as of 2022. The U.S. Department of Defense (DoD) has proposed a budget of $849.8 billion for fiscal year 2025, marking a significant investment in areas such as unmanned systems, rocket technology, and space capabilities. This budget prioritizes national security and technological advancement, signaling a robust commitment to enhancing defense capabilities amid increasing global threats. 2. Technological advancements. The aerospace and defense sectors are on the brink of a technological revolution with the operationalization of artificial intelligence, AI, advanced air mobility, eVTOL, and unmanned systems. A staggering 81% of industry respondents plan to incorporate AI and machine learning into their operations by 2025, particularly in maintenance, repair, and overhaul MRO processes. This shift aims to enhance operational efficiency and minimize downtime, ultimately leading to more effective defense operations. 3. Workforce challenges. The aerospace industry is grappling with a talent shortage, with estimates suggesting a need for an additional 123,000 technicians in the U.S. over the next 2 decades. Companies are actively employing digital strategies to attract and retain talent, including partnerships with educational institutions and apprenticeship programs. The aging workforce poses a significant challenge as a substantial portion of industry professionals are nearing retirement, potentially leading to a considerable loss of institutional knowledge. 4. Supply chain resilience. The complex multi-tiered supply chains of the aerospace and defense sectors have faced significant challenges, including parts shortages and rising shipping costs exacerbated by geopolitical tensions and environmental factors. Companies are increasingly focusing on improving supply chain visibility through digital technologies, which will be critical as the demand for aircraft and defense systems rises. 5. Market dynamics. The commercial aerospace sector is experiencing a post-COVID-19 rebound, with an expected 11.6% growth in air passenger traffic in 2024. This recovery is boosting demand for new aircraft and contributing to the expansion of the space economy, driven by commercial investments and innovations in satellite and positioning technologies. 6. Advanced air mobility (AAM). The AAM sector, particularly focused on eVTOL aircraft, is on the cusp of significant growth, with 93% of asset managers expressing interest in AAM solutions for urban transportation. The potential of AAM to transform urban mobility is attracting considerable investment, positioning it as a major growth area in the coming years. Conclusion. The anticipated surge in defense contracts across the aerospace, cybersecurity, and telecommunications sectors is underpinned by a confluence of factors, including increased defense spending, rapid technological advancements, workforce challenges, and a focus on supply chain resilience. As geopolitical tensions continue to escalate, the industry is poised for transformative growth, emphasizing the operationalization of digital technologies and strategic investments to ensure future success. This trajectory will likely lead to innovative solutions and enhanced capabilities across the defense landscape leading into 2027 and beyond. The anticipated 50% increase in defense contracts across the aerospace, cybersecurity, and telecommunications sectors by Q1 2027, driven by global competition with nations like Russia and China, reveals several counterintuitive insights about the current state of the industry and the expected trajectory of defense spending and technological advancements. 1. Defense spending versus actual conflict. It's interesting to note that while defense spending is surging, the actual number of countries involved in conflicts reached 59 in 2022, which is an increase from previous years. This suggests that the relationship between the number of active conflicts and defense spending is not linear. More countries facing military threats do not necessarily equate to a proportionate increase in defense spending. Rather, nations may be ramping up their capabilities in anticipation of future conflicts or competition, particularly with great powers like Russia and China looming. 2. AI adoption in maintenance versus combat operations. The rapid adoption of AI technologies, particularly in maintenance and repair operations (MRO), contrasts sharply with its slower implementation in combat scenarios. While 81% of industry respondents plan to incorporate AI into their operations by 2025, this operational focus on MRO suggests a potential lag in integrating AI for offensive or defensive purposes. It implies a prioritization of efficiency in existing operations over innovative combat strategies, which could be seen as a conservative approach in an era of rapid technological evolution. 3. Workforce shortages amid increased spending. Despite the expected surge in defense contracts, the industry is grappling with a significant talent shortage. The projection of needing an additional 123,000 technicians in the U.S. aerospace sector over the next 2 decades raises questions about the sustainability of this growth. It suggests that while investments are increasing, the industry's ability to translate that investment into operational capability may be hampered by a lack of skilled workers. This counterintuitive situation indicates that financial commitment does not automatically lead to operational readiness. For supply chain resilience versus global interdependence, the emphasis on improving supply chain resilience in the aerospace and defense sectors highlights a paradox where companies are simultaneously seeking to enhance their supply chain visibility while being reliant on complex multi-tiered international supply chains. While geopolitical tensions are prompting companies to rethink their supply chains, the reality remains that many aerospace and defense firms are embedded in global networks that make complete independence challenging. This dependency raises questions about the feasibility of achieving true resilience. 5. The growth in advanced air mobility (AAM) amidst economic uncertainty. The significant interest from investors in the AAM sector, particularly in eVTOL aircraft, may seem counterintuitive given the economic uncertainties and rising costs in other sectors. The fact that 93% of asset managers expressed interest in AAM solutions despite broader market volatility suggests a strong confidence in the long-term potential of this technology. This optimism contrasts with the more cautious sentiments seen in traditional aerospace sectors, indicating a possible divergence in growth trajectories within the industry. 6. Increased defense budgets amid economic pressures. The projected increase in defense budgets, like the $849.8 billion requested by the U.S. Department of Defense for fiscal year 2025, occurs amidst inflationary pressures and economic challenges in other sectors. This juxtaposition suggests that defense is often treated as a priority that transcends typical economic considerations. The willingness to allocate substantial resources to defense despite broader economic challenges reflects a strategic prioritization that may not align with the typical corporate budgeting approach, where cost-cutting is often paramount. 7. Technological investments versus traditional capabilities. The emphasis on cutting-edge technologies like AI, unmanned systems, and advanced air mobility contrasts with the ongoing reliance on traditional military capabilities. While investments in advanced technologies are expected to rise, the concurrent demand for traditional defense systems indicates a dual-track approach that may not be fully aligned. This duality raises questions about how effectively the industry can integrate emerging technologies into existing frameworks without compromising operational effectiveness. 8. Environmental considerations in defense growth. the anticipated growth in the AAM sector driven by a focus on environmentally friendly technologies such as electric propulsion systems highlights a counterintuitive trend in defense where sustainability becomes a selling point. Traditionally seen as a sector focused on military might, the aerospace and defense industry is increasingly adopting green technologies, which may align with broader societal values and investor interests. This shift suggests a potential rebranding of the defense industry as not only a provider of security but also a contributor to environmental sustainability. 9. Urban air mobility versus rural accessibility. The focus on urban air mobility solutions, particularly in AAM, raises questions about accessibility and equity. While the growth of AAM is aimed at alleviating urban congestion, the implications for rural areas are less clear. This could create a dichotomy where urban centers benefit from advanced mobility solutions while rural regions remain underserved, potentially exacerbating existing inequalities in transportation access. 10. Commercial growth in defense context. The expected growth in the commercial aerospace sector post-COVID-19, with a projected 11.6% increase in air passenger traffic in 2024. Seems counterintuitive when viewed through the lens of increased defense spending and geopolitical tensions. The recovery of commercial aviation alongside a surge in defense contracts suggests a complex interplay where commercial interests do not necessarily conflict with defense priorities but may actually bolster them, as a robust commercial sector can provide the necessary innovations and economic base to support defense initiatives. These counterintuitive insights emphasize the complexity and multifaceted nature of the aerospace and defense sectors, revealing that increased spending and technological advancements do not always lead to straightforward outcomes or improvements in operational readiness. The dynamics within these industries reflect broader trends in global competition, workforce challenges, and the integration of emerging technologies, illustrating a landscape that is both promising and fraught with challenges. The anticipated 50% increase in defense contracts across the aerospace, cybersecurity, and telecommunications sectors by Q1 2027 is rooted in escalating global competition, particularly involving geopolitical tensions with nations like Russia and China. While the report from Deloitte outlines several significant trends, several critical elements may be overlooked by many readers, yet they carry substantial implications for the industry's future. 1. Strategic investment in space economy. The growth of the space economy, which reached $570 billion in 2023, is a critical factor that often gets overshadowed by traditional defense spending discussions. The report emphasizes the commercial sector's significant role, particularly in positioning, navigation, and timing PNT technologies. The projected growth of the PNT subsector by 155% by 2035 indicates a transformative shift in how defense and commercial sectors will interact. As aerospace companies increasingly look to space-based technologies, this growth is not merely an expansion of services but also represents a fundamental change in strategic defense capabilities. The ability to leverage satellite technology for military applications, intelligence gathering, and global positioning could redefine power dynamics among nations. 2. Integration of AI in digital technologies. A notable trend is the operationalization of artificial intelligence, AI, and machine learning across various industry sectors. While many discussions center on the immediate benefits of AI in maintenance and operational efficiency, the broader implications are often overlooked. The ability to integrate AI into supply chains, talent management, and predictive maintenance transforms not just operational capabilities but also the strategic posture of defense companies. AI can significantly enhance decision-making speed and accuracy, enabling a more agile response to threats. As the industry moves toward a more data-driven approach, companies that fail to adopt these technologies may find themselves at a competitive disadvantage, impacting national security indirectly. 3. Workforce development challenges. The talent shortage in the aerospace sector is highlighted, with an estimated need for 123,000 technicians over the next 2 decades. However, the significance of this shortage extends beyond mere numbers. The aging workforce with a quarter nearing retirement age poses a risk of losing institutional knowledge that cannot be easily replaced. The report notes that companies must develop a bifurcated strategy for talent acquisition and retention, leveraging both national and local strategies. This focus on workforce development is not just about filling positions, it's about sustaining innovation and operational effectiveness in a sector that is becoming increasingly technologically sophisticated. The risk of brain drain from retirements combined with insufficient new talent could lead to operational vulnerabilities in defense capabilities. 4. Supply chain resilience and visibility. The report describes the complex multi-tiered aerospace and defense supply chains and the challenges they face, from geopolitical tensions and environmental factors. While many might focus on the immediate impacts of shipping costs and part shortages, the broader implications of supply chain resilience are significant. Companies are increasingly recognizing that enhanced visibility and the ability to adapt quickly to disruptions are not just operational necessities but strategic imperatives. The establishment of coalitions like the Aviation Supply Chain Integrity Coalition to prevent unauthorized parts from entering the supply chain underscores a collective industry acknowledgement of the critical need for integrity and reliability. As international trade dynamics evolve, companies that can maintain robust supply chains will be better positioned to respond to both commercial and defense needs, ultimately influencing their market competitiveness. 5. Advanced Air Mobility (AAM). The AAM sector, particularly eVTOL aircraft, is gaining traction, and while many may view this as a niche market for urban transportation, its implications for national security and defense logistics are profound. The interest from investors and the anticipated growth in this sector suggest a potential shift in how military and emergency response operations are conducted in the future. AAM could enable rapid troop deployment, logistics support, and disaster response efforts, fundamentally altering the operational capabilities of defense forces. Overlooking this trend may lead to missed opportunities for strategic investment and development in capabilities that could provide significant advantages in future conflicts or humanitarian missions. 6. Geopolitical context. The overarching geopolitical tensions driving these trends often receive attention but can be overshadowed by discussions of technological advancements and market dynamics. The report highlights that 59 countries were engaged in military conflicts as of 2022, a significant increase from previous years. This context is crucial because it shapes the urgency and scale of defense spending, influencing the direction of technological development, workforce strategies, and supply chain management. A nuanced understanding of the geopolitical landscape is essential for stakeholders to anticipate changes in defense priorities and adjust their strategies accordingly. In summary, while the Deloitte report provides a comprehensive analysis of the anticipated growth in defense contracts across various sectors, the overlooked elements, such as the strategic importance of the space economy, the transformative role of AI workforce challenges supply chain integrity, the emerging AM sector, and the broader geopolitical context, are critical for understanding the future landscape of the aerospace and defense industry. Stakeholders must recognize these interconnected factors to navigate the complexities of a rapidly evolving global defense environment effectively. 1. Defense spending surge. The anticipated increase in defense contracts is significantly influenced by a surge in global defense spending, which exceeded $2.4 trillion in 2023. This rise is largely driven by geopolitical tensions, particularly competition with nations like Russia and China. The U.S. Department of Defense's proposed budget of $849.8 billion for FY 2025 emphasizes strategic investments in unmanned systems, rocket technology, and space capabilities. This trend underscores a prioritization of national security and technological advancement, highlighting the need for countries to bolster their defense capabilities in response to rising threats. 2. Technological advancements. The operationalization of cutting-edge technologies, particularly artificial intelligence (AI), is set to transform the aerospace and defense sectors. A significant majority, 81% of industry respondents, plan to incorporate AI and machine learning into operations, particularly in maintenance, repair, and overhaul MRO processes. The integration of these technologies aims to enhance efficiency, reduce downtime, and improve overall operational effectiveness. As AI becomes more prevalent, its applications will likely expand, driving innovation and productivity within the sector. 3. Supply chain resilience. The aerospace and defense industries face complex supply chain challenges exacerbated by geopolitical tensions and environmental factors. Companies are grappling with parts shortages, rising shipping costs, and the need for improved supply chain visibility. As demand for aircraft and defense systems grows, the focus on enhancing supply chain resilience through digital technologies becomes increasingly critical. Ensuring quality, reliability, and compliance in sourcing parts and components is vital for maintaining operational integrity and meeting the demands of an evolving market. 4. Workforce challenges. The aerospace and defense sectors are encountering significant workforce challenges, including a shortage of skilled technicians. An estimated additional 123,000 technicians will be needed in the U.S. aerospace sector over the next 2 decades. To address this, companies are leveraging digital strategies such as partnerships with educational institutions and apprenticeship programs to attract and retain talent. The aging workforce further complicates the situation, necessitating effective knowledge transfer initiatives to preserve institutional expertise and ensure continuity in operations. These 4 points encapsulate the dynamic landscape of the aerospace and defense sectors, emphasizing the interplay between defense spending, technological innovation, supply chain resilience, and workforce development in navigating the challenges posed by global competition and geopolitical tensions. 1. The arms race during the Cold War, 1947 to 1991. The geopolitical tensions between the United States and the Soviet Union led to a significant increase in defense spending and military contracts during the Cold War. Both nations invested heavily in aerospace, nuclear weapons, and advanced technologies to maintain military superiority. The competition fostered rapid technological advancements such as the development of intercontinental ballistic missiles (ICBMs) and strategic bombers, while also leading to the establishment of defense alliances and a complex global arms trade. 2. The Gulf War and the rise of precision warfare, 1990 to 1991. The Gulf War marked a significant transformation in military strategy, emphasizing the importance of advanced technology in warfare. The U.S. military's use of precision-guided munitions and advanced surveillance systems such as satellites and drones showcased the effectiveness of modern technology in achieving military objectives. This conflict catalyzed further investments in aerospace and defense sectors, notably in missile defense systems and advanced aircraft, as nations recognized the strategic advantages provided by technological superiority. 3. Post-9/11 defense spending surge, 2001-present. Following the September 11 attacks, the United States and its allies significantly increased defense spending to combat terrorism and enhance national security. This led to substantial investments in homeland security, cybersecurity, and counter-terrorism technologies. The response also saw the establishment of the Department of Homeland Security and a focus on developing intelligence capabilities and cyber defense mechanisms to protect against new forms of threats posed by non-state actors and cyber warfare, driving growth in various sectors including telecommunications and cybersecurity. The anticipated 50% increase in defense contracts across the aerospace, cybersecurity, and telecommunications sectors by Q1 2027 is a significant trend driven by escalating geopolitical tensions, particularly with Russia and China. Here we explore the future outlook for these sectors, focusing on technological advancements, defense spending, workforce challenges, supply chain resilience, and market dynamics. 1. Defense spending surge. Global defense expenditure has already surpassed $2.4 trillion in 2023, with further increases expected as nations prioritize national security amid ongoing conflicts. The U.S. Department of Defense (DoD) has requested an $849.8 billion budget for fiscal year 2025, emphasizing investments in unmanned systems, space capabilities, and advanced technologies. This trend is likely to continue, with defense budgets expected to grow annually, resulting in a stronger focus on innovation and modernization. 2. Technological advancements. Technological development will be at the forefront of this growth. The operationalization of technologies such as artificial intelligence (AI), machine learning, and advanced air mobility (AAM) is projected to accelerate. By 2025, a substantial majority of industry leaders are expected to integrate AI into their operations, particularly for maintenance, repair, and overhaul (MRO) processes. This adoption will enhance efficiency and reduce operational downtime, driving competitive advantages in both defense and commercial sectors. 3. Workforce challenges. The aerospace and defense industries face significant workforce challenges, with an estimated need for an additional 123,000 technicians in the U.S. alone over the next 2 decades. Companies will likely adopt innovative talent acquisition strategies, including partnerships with educational institutions and enhanced apprenticeship programs. The focus on workforce development will be critical, as an aging workforce and high turnover rates threaten institutional knowledge and operational continuity. 4. Supply chain resilience. The complex supply chains within aerospace and defense sectors have faced disruptions from parts shortages and rising shipping costs, exacerbated by geopolitical tensions and environmental factors. Companies are increasingly investing in digital solutions to enhance supply chain visibility and resilience. This focus will be essential as demand for aircraft and defense systems rises, necessitating a shift toward more efficient and transparent supply chain practices. 5. Market dynamics. The commercial aerospace sector is rebounding post-COVID, with a projected 11.6% growth in air passenger traffic. This recovery will stimulate demand for new aircraft and related services. Additionally, the space economy is expected to expand, driven by commercial investments in satellite and positioning technologies. The convergence of defense and commercial interests will further fuel growth across these sectors. 6. Advanced air mobility (AAM). The AAM sector, particularly electric vertical takeoff and landing (eVTOL) aircraft, is poised for substantial growth. Investor interest is high, with many asset managers actively seeking opportunities in this space. AAM solutions are likely to revolutionize urban transportation, offering efficient and environmentally friendly alternatives to traditional modes of transport. However, achieving competitive pricing and widespread acceptance will be crucial for the success of AAM initiatives. Conclusion: operationalization and innovation. As we approach 2027, the aerospace, cybersecurity, and telecommunications sectors will witness a transformative phase characterized by increased defense contracts, technological advancements, and a strong emphasis on workforce development and supply chain resilience. The industry's future will be defined by its ability to operationalize innovations, adapt to geopolitical challenges, and leverage emerging technologies to enhance efficiency and effectiveness. Companies that successfully navigate these dynamics will be well positioned to capitalize on the anticipated growth and secure their place in the evolving defense landscape.